Vicki and I, both, we found out we were going to have another daughter, and Jamie blessed her lives, and right away, I knew she'd be trouble. Those of you that have more than one daughter in the house, I had 6 sisters, so I knew I was in for it. She was headstrong like her mom, wise beyond her years like her dad. She's stubborn like her mom, but very patient like her dad. She can be mean if provoked like her mother. Just as kind-hearted and sweet like her dad. You pretty much get the idea, don't you? She was a daddy's girl from the start. And she'd sit on my lap and watch TV, and we just kind of hang out together. And even when Mom was mad at me, Jamie would sit on my lap. Which pretty much proves Vicki was wrong. Why she was mad at me to begin with. When Jamie was 11, we found out they were going to have another baby. She was going to have a little brother, and boy was she excited. No. She was pissed. The night Joe was born, she cried, "I don't want a little brother." Remember that? I mean, it was terrible. Made Mom feel bad. Well, guess what, honey? You don't have a little brother because he's taller than you. Well, everybody is, though. Now, Jamie's convinced that the boys in our family get preferential treatment. Tell them why.
Because they have testicles.
Okay, testicles. They're the great equalizers. We all know that. So she's been convinced that the boys get. Joe kind of does, though. Okay. She wasn't much trouble when she was growing up. Until that one night she went out the window when I was in Washington. We locked her out, and she had to ring the doorbell to get back in. That was about the worst one. But Paul and Kara were never as emotional as Jamie, and it was always hard for me. She was in sports, she would cry at the drop of a hat, and I'd say, "What's wrong?" She'd cry, and she said, "I'm emotional, just like my..." And I said, "Are you shitting me?" Her mom's the toughest girl I know, besides Jamie, so... When the first time she talked about Dane, I knew I'd dislike him immediately. But Vicki wouldn't be so easily fooled. She went ahead and tried to poison him the first night he was at her house. Which led to, had to get admitted to the ER in Atkinson because of Vicki's pea salad. And ironically, that very next day we got to meet Trevor and Dana. So it kind of was fortuitous, don't you think? He's never ate pea salad at my house since. Don't blame me. I always told Dane, since our first meeting, the one thing I always left him with every time I hug him goodbye, I tell him the same thing: take care of my little girl. And he always promises that he will. And I don't worry about Jamie anymore because she is more emotional than my kids, but Dane enhances Jamie. He's taught her how to do things like scuba diving, dirt biking, hunting, fishing, shooting. Good luck with that one. Teach a woman how to use a gun. It'll work out. But I always remember, Dane, that Jamie's a child of God. If you don't take care of her, I can arrange a meeting between you and him. He's always survived the thing I always tell the girls when they brought somebody home is, you know what I do for a living. There's a million places I'll put your body and they'll never find it. And I have accomplices. Actually, the guy that did the service tonight, Wayne, is one of my very best friends. But he's the kind of friend that would bring a shovel and help me dig. He really would. I just have to.
In case you guys didn't know, he's a mortician.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Now you know.
It makes sense.
So there's only one to do tonight. I got to come up there for this though. Dane, you're going to have to move. You can stand behind. Sorry. Sit on my lap. Daddy. We haven't done this in a long time. Put your head on my shoulder. I am not a singer. However, feel free to join in. You are my sunshine.
That's the song I used to sing to.
I'm done.